It's the Rundown. It's presented by the Books. You see these beautiful flowers right here. Books is the #1 and only flower company. Ooh, I like that. Put it in your mouth like.
I was gonna give one to both of you because everyone likes getting a flower.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There you have it.
I feel like I'm a bachelor.
Like, we do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get sexy with it.
The Books is the #1 flower company right
Cohen's
now.
everywhere.
Here's
That's
what
how you know
do.
it's authentic.
Yeah.
Here's what you do right now. Press pause on this show. Go order the flowers. You're gonna have to get the flowers for your girlfriend or your wife or your boyfriend or your husband. 2021.
Guys
Everybody
get flowers,
likes flowers
too. Guys like flowers. Guys
Or
love flowers.
your mom, your aunt, your grandmother, your sister. You don't have to be banging somebody to get them flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll get you some flowers, Vibbs. I might bang you too, though. You better watch out.
I expect to be banned if I get some
Watch
flowers.
out. So the Books is nationwide and offers next level flowers. They hit you with the same day delivery. They've got beautiful roses. They've got an array of regular flowers as well. You can get, I know that roses is the safe go-to, but if you can try to find out what kind of flowers your girl likes and get her those ones, then you're doing anal. You know
Girls
what I mean?
love orchids. They're the most expensive flowers.
Yeah,
Well, that's why.
And
I
in the
think
letter,
girls just look at most expensive. Oh, that's the one I like.
say orchids for a very orchidaceous person.
Yeah, this motherfucker dropped orchidaceous.
Yeah,
in our interview
I
today.
thought that was a made-up word that you just dropped right there.
In fact,
So did our interview.
What is
so I didn't correct him. I didn't want to get. I didn't want to insult the gentleman,
Yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
a word.
orchidaceous is a word.
And it just means like as referring to orchids, like.
Yeah, it's like flashy. It's like
Yeah.
if you're-
Okay, that's what I mean though. It's not actually about the flower. It's like, it's like you can be orchidaceous.
I think
because you
it's
dress
named after
loud.
the flower, but
Right,
yeah,
I'm saying it
it
can
is.
just mean you're orchidaceous every day when you wear stupid socks and like your dumb
I'm
face.
very orchidaceous, yeah.
Orchidaceous all day, every day.
I'll use orchidaceous all the
I
time.
know. You know what?
Once I
It's
got a
gonna be
reaction out
so
of Alan,
annoying.
I was like, all right, orchidaceous.
I guarantee you, we're watching like Super Bowl. He'll be like, "Oh, that was an orchidaceous." play."
Brady is looking
Yeah.
orchidaceous out there today.
So stop right now and just get the flowers because you know you're going to need it. And while they offer same-day delivering, you want to make sure you get it in and you get the exact time slot you want. Make sure there's no problems with delivery. And the longer you wait, the more precarious that gets because all the Johnny-come-latelys coming at the last minute. So just do it right now. Pause. Right now. Come on back. We'll be here. Go to Books.com, like bouquets, BOUQS.com/rundown. Then use the code rundown. You get 25% off your order. That's 25, not just the standard 20. 25% off, and then you can also pair it with other things: chocolate, jewelry, vases, candles, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Get a vase for your aunt. Fucking assholes. Go to Books.com/rundown. Promo code rundown. We begin, of course, with the stock market and Robinhood particularly. Robinhood is the app that people have been using. It's the whole idea, Robinhood. You steal from the rich, give to the poor. It gives the little guy a chance to buy and sell and get involved in the stock market. There's usually no minimums. You don't have to have like big money. You can just be, an everyday schmo, which is what allowed a lot of these guys to get in on GameStop and allowed them to basically, coordinate this revolution. Not all of it, but a lot of it went down on Robinhood. Well, Thursday morning, everybody opens up Robinhood, and there's a note that says, like on GameStop and AMC and Nokia and a couple of the other ones that were
Naked, maybe?
Naked was in it. BlackBerry. There was a few others that I think weren't getting the same
Sandal,
attention.
SNDL might have
Right.
been in there.
There was some things that didn't
Sandal's-
quite get the love, but we're also experiencing this short squeeze effect. And it just said Robinhood no longer supports these securities. And then they wrote a blog saying, due to recent activity, we are limiting the activity on these stocks to position closing only. Meaning, if you want to, you can get out of your position, which I will admit is the most important thing. It's not like those guys have to sit there and like watch the stock just plummet and they get fucked. So if you wanted to cash out, you could. But
No cashing out.
the bigger point is, if you wanted to buy, sell, move, get in and out, do some day trading, you could no longer do it. The rest of the world can. Every other platform can still do it. Everybody else is not like sometimes they halt trading on the stock exchange. Then nobody can buy and sell it. But the hedge funds are still going at it. The big fish can still manipulate and do what they do. And the little guys got completely and totally fucked on this one. Which is,
particularly us.
yeah, well,
as people who got in yesterday.
and you know what? So this is why I said I cried like a little bitch on KC Radio. I said, why don't I ever get involved in things? Because this is what fucking happens when I get involved. I mean, mushed it. The whole goddamn stock exchange.
It is one of the more bullshit. And like I think everyone always knew that the stock market was bullshit and not
game
real
they played.
and fake like money. Like for the last year, while everything's been locked down and people have been dying everywhere, the stock market's done great. So
day
like,
after-
you probably should have been pretty clear that this whole fucking thing's fake. Like the American economy's doing amazing. Really? We're not allowed outside.
The day after the Capitol insurrection, where people were like murdered in the Capitol building, the strength of the dollar went up, the stock market went up. I mean, just absolute nonsense. But that was the thing, like, it was nonsense, but the hedge fund billionaires got to like gatekeep and play in their little club. Then Robinhood comes along and they get to, they get to play too. They get in on the action, but now they're saying, I mean, you can't be Robinhood. You can't call yourself Robinhood and then side with the billionaires.
Right.
It's like
Right.
you're hanging out with the sheriff of Nottingham, you know?
It is fucking stunning. And you know what? Little conspiracy theories we got here.
Get out your tinfoil.
The IPO for Robinhood was supposed to happen this quarter.
Right.
And the idea is that the hedge funds were like, yo, you got to help us out.
And we'll help you out.
And we'll help you out in the future.
Interesting. Because I was thinking a lot of people were saying this totally fucks them for their IPO because
Well-
now nobody likes them. But I guess if you got Wall Street agreeing to be like,
But
well,
I think if everyone's this against you, I think, first of all, Robinhood might still currently be a Barstool
Yeah.
Sports advertiser.
We're not too sure.
I suspect that agreement is going to be done after Dave Portis is going to burn to the ground, and that what's his name, Vlad belongs in jail. Vlad is looking at Twitter right now like Joe Exotic. Like,
Wait,
I
he's the
am
owner of-
never going to
the
financially
founder-
recover from this.
founder of Robinhood.
I think he's CEO. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's a founder. I believe he's a CEO. But
How stupid.
Yeah.
You know, they already had this good publicity. And if they were like, you know what, Wall Street and the SEC has been hitting us up, begging
Just means
us
more.
to halt trading on these, and we said, nope, fuck you.
we're
I mean,
for the people.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been a part of the revolution, and now instead they're just sellouts.
But the thing is too, like you're just gonna like, it's fucking easy to be a sellout when you're just gonna stay rich.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna fucking matter.
I would hope not. I mean, I don't know. I would hope that guy Vlad, I hope their IPO gets fucked. I wouldn't trust Wall Street bankers if they were like, yeah, we'll make sure your IPO goes well, and then in 6 months they're like, oh,
But
we
they're
don't-
just
we don't
stealing
care
money.
about
Like
you
they should go to fucking jail. You know that's not gonna happen.
Who's stealing money?
Fucking the Robinhood dudes. They're just stealing our money. I don't know how, but that's what people are telling me, so I'm getting worked up about it.
I think it's just.
I
well,
put money in that thing yesterday. I got no more money.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you stopped someone from cashing out and you just made them sit there and like watch like bleed to death, that's one thing. I think this is more just like they're saying like Vibbs, it's too risky and too volatile for you, and you're like, well, fuck you. Let me decide that. You know?
Yeah. I'm an idiot. I didn't know you could just get into the stock market with an app. I thought you had to go to like a service desk somewhere.
Right.
Well, that's what it
what
used to be,
Yeah,
and then
so
now
Robinhood came along and
I'm so
said,
far
like,
out of this.
Here
Yeah,
you go.
exactly.
And if you want to buy $5 worth of it, go ahead. You don't have to have
Yeah.
$50,000. That was the whole thing. And then enough idiots got together that actually started to impact things, and that's when Wall Street was like, fuck.
I just love how upset Wall Street gets whenever you say it's adult gambling, and they're like, "No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is like real," and it's like, "No,
Right.
this is just all made up."
And like proof fucking positive. Like the morons took down a hedge fund, and they still are like, no. You know, the phrase they keep using is that the everyday normal guys are going to get caught holding the bag, and it's like, what are you fucking talking about? That's just these are
so
fake terms that we're just making up here. There's no bag to be held. There's no way. These guys, some will make money, some will not make money. And the smart people are like ready to make money when it goes back down. And it's all just a game to be played, whether you're rich or poor, whether it's big or small. Let everyone play the game.
They had I forget his name, but they had a billionaire on CNBC who was furious, and it was very funny.
Yeah.
He's like, this is just something to get back at billionaires. Like, yeah.
He
No,
said,
you nailed
He
it.
said our actions were inappropriate. What we were doing on the app, like, fuck you.
How about this? Suck my cock, dude.
Yeah.
That's you want
Well,
to
you know what
get
is funny?
inappropriate with it?
So you know, a lot of this started when there was alleged death threats made to the dude who originally shorted the stock, and then the Wall Street Reddit guys were like, "That never happened." It's like, yes, it did.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like anything else, it's a few bad apples. Like there's probably a lot of guys on Wall Street bets who are just investors who are playing it straight, but there was definitely a couple assholes who like looked up the dude's daughter's Instagram, and they're fucking assholes for that. But this idea, like, no, like, we're not doing anything wrong either. It's like, they're scumbags, you're scumbags, everyone's scumbag. I saw today pictures circulating today. I spoke last night to the original founder and former moderator of Wall Street Bets, and he was talking. He said, you know who's like must really be pissed off is Occupy Wall Street. Those fuckers sat outside banging drums in a tent for 9 months, and they couldn't take down Wall Street. These guys did it in like 2 weeks, and they got rich off of it.
Yeah.
But I saw pictures floating today of when the billionaires were taking pictures,
and, like,
clinking their champagne, taking pictures at the Occupy Wall Street losers, and paid the piper. Now I hope they all worked for Melvin Capital and they all fucking went under.
You know
There's
what?
one billionaire I like, Steve Cohen. That's it. The rest of them rotten hell.
You know what? I think that people who aren't on the internet and like people like that old fucking asshole who I was just talking about, they drastically both underestimate and overestimate millennials.
Yeah.
Because like this, if they had just been like, this is fine, whatever, we would have lost interest by Monday.
So true.
Like, I'd have been like, all right, that was fun for a week. Like, what are we gonna do now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Ever since
Let's
COVID,
play fucking Fruit Ninja. But then like when you fucking like I think I said the rundown yesterday, we only do things out of spite, or I only do, and I think I represent.
So once we knew that the billionaires were getting mad, it was like, keep doing
guess
more.
what? Now this is gonna go on for a long time.
Right.
I bet this
But
will
that's
last
the
for
problem.
months
with
now rather than
fucking, if you can't, that's the thing with them.
We'll just
locking
find
it.
a new
It's
one.
like,
They just
what
locked
you hope. What do you got for us,
GME.
Chuck?
Steve Cohen and Dave are currently going at it on Twitter.
Ooh, what are they saying?
It's a long-winded thing, basically, right now.
So Steve Cohen jumped in, and his protege worked for Melvin Capital, which basically went under. And Steve Cohen and the founder of Citadel threw $2.75 billion to this dude to try to keep him afloat. Now a lot of people are kind of coming at Cohen because A, he's a billionaire. B, there are Mets fans being like, oh, this is why you're not signing any free agents because you're losing all your money. Frank told me that he lost, I think, all of his net worth. Maybe he lost, Frank.
They say that he can lose all his network over this.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He lost like 10%. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make money when it's all said and done
Yeah.
off of this.
Yeah.
But I'm sure at the moment he is on the side of the billionaires and kind of coming across.
is
like
Melvin
an asshole.
Capital like the Bear Stearns equivalent? Is that
Kind of in a way. Yeah, it's like they were the ones
going under.
they were super aggressive. They shorted the fuck out of all these stocks. They all went up, and they if it wasn't for Daddy bailing them out, I think they would like have
Go
gone
away,
bankrupt.
yeah.
But let's see. Stool Presidente. Hey, Dave, what's your beef with me? I'm just trying to make a living just like you. Happy to take this offline. Dave had said to him, prison time. Dems and Republicans haven't agreed on one issue till this. That's how blatant, illegal, unfathomable today's events are. It also shows how untouchable Robinhood, Stephen Cohen, Citadel, Point 72 all think they are. Fines aren't enough. Prison or bust. So Dave is now on the side of AOC. And AOC and Donald Trump are all on the side. This is the one thing that everybody's coming together on.
Junior.
But Donald Trump Jr. I don't know exactly.
Maybe Donald Trump too. No one
assume-
knows.
yeah?
He's yelling it to someone in a
Yeah,
house,
they're-
whatever his views are.
1 degree of separation
This is
away, so
why-
it's like they're probably on the same page.
Like I said this from Jump Street. Steve Cohen being on Twitter is so fucking stupid. It leads to nothing but bad. There's no upside. It's all like, okay, now you have to answer for your GM who jerks off and sends pictures all the time. Now you have to get in a fucking fight with Dave Portnoy about Robinhood. Like, just fucking go run my team.
Stay off. Look at Jim Irsay. Like Jim Irsay is
Right.
on the Colts, and he just he'll tweet at porn bots at like 4 a.m. Like, you're like, stay off the internet.
Stupid. I mean, it's just so annoying. I also hope that he toughens up a little bit. Like, hey, what's your problem with me? Let's take this offline. I'll
Yeah.
Steve Cohen big. Shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
little boy. Like, yeah, you think you're rich? I got your net worth in cash in my fucking wallet right now.
Yeah, the only way you can be an owner online, like, this moment Dave called him out, Steve Cohen should have just like bought
Barstool.
bought like an outrageous amount of pen stock and just responded with that screenshot.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you know what? You're like,
guess what? I own more of Barstool than you do now.
I mean, gotta show me something, Steve.
I don't want Steve Cohen to do that. Just so we're clear here, but it would have been a good flex.
Have a little bit more of a backbone.
Yeah.
A little.
Well, perfect opportunity. Second half of the rundown here is brought to you by Trade Zero. They're back. They provide commission-free trading, free web trading, free mobile app, and a full active experience for the trading community. You know what they don't do? They don't restrict you. They don't tell you what to do with your money. They let you trade whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, however the fuck you want, with whatever money you want. GameStop, the AMC, whatever shitty stock you pick to buy, they'll let you buy it. They'll let you take down.
Dunkaroos, yeah.
Bop it.
You can bop it whenever you want, man.
I'm long 90 shares of Bop it. Head over to us.tradezero.co/rundown. Super easy, rolls off the tongue. us.tradezero.co/rundown. And Sully's will now receive the TradeZero Pro platform for 3 months. That's $177 value plus $55 cash in honor of Super Bowl 55. So you get the Trade Pro platform, which has more bells and whistles and allows you to do more stuff, plus $55 cash. So you can go buy $55 of Robinhood if you want, or $55 of GameStop if you want. Take it to the goddamn moon. It's a minimum requirement of $2,500, so you gotta be ready to rock. So get that money out. Go over to us.tradezero.co/rundown and get going on your get involved in the revolution. What else we got?
What else did we have?
I just downloaded it.
So while the Mets are embroiled over what's up?
Dave responding to Steve Cohen.
What do you
You
say?
want that? He said, I don't do offline. That's where shady shit happens. You bailed out Melvin because he's your boy along with Citadel. I think you had strong hand in today's criminal events to save hedge funds at the cost of ordinary people. Do you unequivocally deny that?
I have no problem with him bailing out his buddy. Like,
Yeah.
If your boy's like, I fucked up, and it's like, all right, let me help you out. I don't have a problem with that. If it turns out that Wall Street billionaires all banded together and like called Robinhood and like flexed on them or promised them this or promised them that, yeah, not great. Just get off Twitter and run my baseball team. What I'm hoping happens is I hope there's like, all right, we had the Jared Porter thing, and then there's this drama. People are talking bad, and he's just like, fucking just go get Trevor Bauer. Like, just make him happy. Go get Trevor Bauer.
That would be.
Get it out of
I don't think that's a crazy.
It's really not.
They had the big offer for Bauer right now, right?
I've heard they have a short but high annual value, but like the biggest offer in, and they kept saying like we're not going to spend like drunken sailors. We're going to do this smart, which I like and all. But I also love the idea of him being like,
Bro, you can't say I'm not going to spend like a drunken sailor when you own like what's like $100 million statue.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you are a sailor who's always drunk.
Different buckets.
Like-
Different buckets.
He did say that. Somebody said like, Steve, like, are we fucked? Is the team like fucked now because of this? And he said like, why would one thing ever have to do with the other? Which I do. I understand both sides of it. I could see a fan being like, well, wait a minute, if this guy loses all his money, then like he can't run the team. But I could see him being like, I have all this money over here for this. I have all this money over here for that. Like,
It's
we're
what happened
good.
with John Henry too. It's like, oh, Liverpool's doing good, but you don't care about the Red Sox anymore. Like,
They're different like
different-
entities.
it's different money.
Different. Now, if he loses all of it, like Frank says is going to happen, then maybe we're in trouble. But last I checked, he's going to lose like 10%.
then I
and
become
again,
a Mets fan.
Talking to the guy. What?
Then he gets a roommate, and I become a Mets fan.
You can get the top bunk in the dorm room. Last I saw, he lost like 10%, and the dude I spoke to last night, the founder of Wall Street Bets, was like, the smart guys are ready for like when it falls back down. You know what I mean? Like there's like Steve Cohen's probably gonna end up making money and all this whole thing. So if you're smart, you're
'Cause
good.
Isn't everything already going back down now because people are starting to sell?
I think so. Some of them are back down. Nokia's down.
Yeah.
But
No, everything we bought is down.
Yeah. We can't band together and keep it. Like
that
Reddit.
I think is eventually. I think it's almost like you had your fun. You made your point. You're gonna go broke if you try to keep this up. It's pissing us off. Maybe everyone go back to the corners. But I think these guys they want to keep.
I
the pedal
think
to the metal.
the spite game is
people don't stop because it's
strong.
right. Yeah. See. This is where Steve Cohen hasn't like followed me, talked to me, anything, because I'm like a scumbag. But I think it would behoove him to talk to me now and be like, let me tell you how you should be handling this. Okay? You're dealing with Dave Portnoy now. Nobody knows him better than I am. Let's take this offline. Shit, it's not gonna work.
you're a man who's dabbled in the internet. You know
Yeah,
everything.
and like the thing is, Cohen tweets about everything, so like people are gonna expect a response to this tweet of his, like, do you unequivocally deny it?
Yeah.
And like, let me tell you how to handle it. Don't. It's gonna get ugly. That's why you
Yeah.
shouldn't be on Twitter if you're not gonna be like, if you're not from the mud, you can't live in the
Do you
mud.
think he's gonna respond? Cohen?
See, that's what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like he usually responds to like everything, but probably like legally can't. say
He's gonna be
certain
like,
things.
we'll get rid of the black jerseys.
Yeah, that's what he usually does.
Yay!
I'm like, he needs to come over the top right now with like a joke or something like that, and just be like, shut the fuck up.
Trevor Bauer signing or a nice
That's
little
what I'm
one-liner.
saying.
Yep.
How about a zinger and a Bauer? Let's do it. Speaking of sports, though, as Mets fans are wondering what's going to happen in the future, so are Jets fans. Deshaun Watson has formally requested his trade. The Dolphins are the number 2 destination, I believe, and the number 1, the New York Jets. That's where he prefers to go because of their new head coach.
They also,
I don't know. I mean, that's going to cost a fucking boatload.
Dude,
They have a lot of
capital,
draft
though,
stock.
right?
They have a lot of
Yeah.
draft capital. But part of me does think, like, you know, if you don't, you need a quarterback. I'm always all about getting the quarterback. I was kind of hoping that it would be like, you know, you draft one, and then you still have those other draft picks to get another lineman and you get a weapon. If you really give up all of that to get Deshaun Watson, then you kind of are in the same exact boat where it's like, all right, now you have him, but literally nothing else. I don't know. What do you like? People are a lot of Jazz fans seem to think they want the proven commodity. If somehow it was a magical world, you could pick Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson. Who would you pick?
Oof.
Still including the idea though that it would cost.
So it's a magical world. It's not costing me money to get Deshaun Watson.
It's magical in the sense. Imagine if Trevor Lawrence was still possible, which it's not. But it's not magical in the sense you can get Deshaun Watson, but it's going to cost you like 3 first-round.
Well,
picks.
yeah. In that case, I would probably want Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't.
Right.
So like, if I could have either, like, if I could just draft Trevor Lawrence or give up 4 draft picks for Deshaun Watson, I'd probably try Trevor Lawrence. But what about the now back to reality? 3 draft picks, 3 first rounds, whatever, for Deshaun Watson or Justin Fields or the kid from BYU or just stick with Sam Darnold. Ben Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I saw Bill Barnwell today had like I mean their proposed trades. I would do the Pats trade in a fucking heartbeat.
Which was what?
Heartbeat. It was the 15 pick this year, first round pick next year. So we're talking 2 mid-round.
That's it?
No, there's more, but
I mean, as far as
2,
first round goes?
Yeah, and then it was a second, and it's the 3rd round compensatory.
Oh, that's crazy.
Pick this year.
J.C. Jackson.
J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson's very good, but he's
like. We're talking about a fucking.
And then N'Keal Harry.
Yeah,
I do that. You know, J.C.
I mean,
Jackson's the only one I'd even like. It would even be hard for me to like, or even remotely hard for me to part ways with.
I'd say the Patriots are one of the teams that even if you get rid of all their draft picks, they were the ones that would be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can manage.
I mean, that's all Patriots fans yell about.
Belichick
doesn't want to draft.
They make a living off of like 2nd, 3rd, 4th round picks.
Right.
I thought, you know, when they're talking, you need like 3 first round picks for this. I thought it was also including like the Jets who have, you know, the 2 pick, or the Dolphins have like the top 5, whatever. I mean,
Dolphins. I mean, do they? They were a good team this year.
No, but I thought there was something.
Like
a trade.
Oh,
or swap
they might
or whatever.
Wait, did they have the Texans break?
I thought something like that, or maybe they were talking about swapping and trade.
Can't remember.
But either way, I thought they were talking about having one of these first round picks be a top pick. I mean, it's gonna be tough if Deshaun Watson says like, I want to come here, and they have, because they've loaded up on picks. You have what it takes, and if you say no to that. If you don't go do that, fans are not going to be happy. And Sam Darnold's a really nice dude. He's statistically the worst quarterback in the league since he got here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he will be. I do think he just needs to change the scenery. I haven't watched as much Sam Darnold as you, but what the flashes I see, I'm like, I can see something might be there.
I agree, but he's the worst in the league. That's tough. It's like, I think when you are. It can be, the weapons around you. You got to be like in the middle of the pack. You know what I mean? Like you can't be the worst. At some point, you're the worst because you're the worst. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's at that point though.
No.
Because Frank Gore's your running back. I don't know if I could name
who are their weapons.
wide receiver.
But I mean, since it's been his entire 3 years now, I guess it is. I know he's been injured, and the first, you got to throw out your rookie or whatever. But he's had other players around him, and like you're dead last. That concerns me. It's kind of like in basketball, you see like people say like Carmelo never had any help, and it's like, but like when LeBron had no help, he could get to the finals because he was that good. Carmelo had no help. I'm asking you to get to like the 8th seed. You're like a top 5 pick. Like I think you can. I think the whole I have no help and no weapons works if you at least can do something on your own. You know what I mean? You gotta give me something. You can't be dead last. It's very hard to stick with dead last.
I think basketball is more of an individual though.
Surely. I'm just using that as an example just because I know like those players that can kind of like carry you there. I'm just saying that when if you have the worst quarterback in the league and you're passing on other big options, we're gonna ride with Sam Darnold over Deshaun Watson. He's the worst in the league. That's a tough sell.
Yeah, no, I think Darnold should move. I think they should move on from Darnold either way.
Right.
But I do think he'll be good. I think
wherever he goes.
He's got like a Tannehill thing where a little change of scenery, maybe a little something different.
And I do think Tannehill's a good example, not only because of the gay stuff. Like Tannehill's good. In some cases, he can play really great. He's not. It's not like all of a sudden he's going to become fucking Patrick Mahomes because he changed scenery.
Are the Mets poor?
Huh?
Are the
Mets poor?
I no, I don't think so.
Is this not the most KFC story of all time?
What?
That like Steve Cohen's gonna lose all his money and all
He's
of this,
not,
and
though.
then you're
Everyone's
gonna
just
be back
saying
to
that.
square one.
You can
the
say
Wilpons are
that.
gonna buy the Mets back for like $5 million.
Steve Cohen lost like 10% of his money. It's like,
But it has crossed your
Whatever.
mind though. This would be like the most Mets story of all
if it
time.
happened, sure, but it's not gonna happen.
Absolutely has crossed my mind. It's because
Grab the mic.
this is an endless curse and a black cloud. They built Citi Field on an ancient Native American burial ground. It's over. You're gonna trade Jacob DeGrom. You're gonna get nobody here. It's gonna
That
be
makes sense.
opening day starter. It's gonna be Corey Oswalt with his I Heart Losing tattoo, and every ball is gonna be hit to center field. Gonna fall in front of Brandon Nimmo. The Mets are gonna go 0-162. Brandon Nimmo's gonna strike
Frank
out,
hasn't blinked.
looking every time he comes up to the plate. They're gonna even throw the ball on him. They're gonna put the ball on the tee, and he'll still want to walk to first base.
Frank, you didn't blink that. You still haven't blinked.
still hasn't.
You still haven't blinked.
There it was.
Frank, you just went like a full minute of ranting
Absolutely
without a blink.
fucking cursed. It's like the Jared Porter thing. He was just like, you thought the dark days are over? No!
What was that? What was that?
Lightning.
Lightning. Oh, lightning. Duh. So you think Steve Cohen's gonna go broke?
Yeah. Because
$0?
Because it's the curse.
Yeah.
Everything is terrible. Everything sucks. Just when you think it's gonna get good, something else comes and fucks you up.
Attaboy, Frank.
Frankie, you crushed it, bud.
You're amazing, pal.
Gotcha.
Steve Cohen's not going broke. We're fine. Oh,